Now, your Alaska Link weather for Fairbanks and the interior.
Throughout the interior here to start out the week, we've been watching some bouts of some rain shower activity. But we are noting that as we continue here now through the middle of the week, we are seeing that some drying is trying to push in with a high pressure system, which as we move into some of those drier conditions, we're also going to start to see some warming temperatures. But just as we get to some of that drying and some warming, we are noting that there is going to be some build of that warmth to allow for some afternoon scattered activity to return this weekend. And that is going to be fueled up by some of the warmth and some moisture that will return, and then noting that when we watch that moisture return this weekend, there is some potential of even turning to some more widespread rain shower activity for our final week of May. But what we have here as we head through the rest of this week, we are starting off our Wednesday at 43 degrees and a high 61, looking fairly seasonable, not far off from where those averages sit for this time of the year, and starting to show that we will get to some of those warmer temperatures once we can really break into some of those brighter skies. Wednesday still has some of these lingering impacts we're monitoring. There is still some very slight chances that under some of these mostly cloudy skies will some showers squeeze out, but we also have some better chances to start to break into some sunshine. But we will note though, we also have a southerly wind that is keeping conditions a little breezy, not blustery, but we know that through our mountain ranges there, through Denali National Park, Healy and Delta Junction, getting to some over 20-mile-per-hour wind gusts, and may see some of those wind gusts sink down through the valley. So a little bit of a breezy day, but also still noting too again that we have some of this widely scattered activity, still noting that moisture field pulling in, but not looking at the highest of reflectivities, but running into a passing shower can't be ruled out. Then by Thursday, we're looking at some better gaps of those clear skies and some drier conditions in play that will continue to take us towards the weekend, seeing more of that sunshine, some warming temperatures, but then noting that that warmth, it will tap into some of that residual moisture that is going to be able to return, leading into some isolated showers and even some thunderstorms with that warmth. 19 hours and 26 minutes of daylight here for our Wednesday. We will see Wednesday is good, looking at temperatures still a little cooler than that seasonable high 65, but we're still reaching for those 60s there from Nana as well as Fairbanks, Circle at 59, Delta Junction at 57, and Denali National Park there at 48. And that Thursday forecast, we're going to continue to work into some more of that drying, and note that we do get to some of those warmer temperatures, trying to get closer to that average of 65 for Fairbanks. And we continue to watch that step in those temperatures climbing to the 60s, and even seeing this weekend, we are monitoring that chance there for the 70s as we do have Memorial Day on Monday. But what we have throughout the weekend is watching for some very spotty activity Friday, Saturday. Our bigger uptick in watching for some wetter weather conditions will start Sunday, and then taking us into more widespread shower conditions come Tuesday, but we'll continue to fine tune the impacts that will come from an active weather pattern.